9002 TB tailboard edge, sold in pairs, debuted in the mid-1990s, designed for the tailboard of fire trucks. Two 18-inch mini edge bars sharing a power supply, each of which contained two strobes and two floodlights, one floodlight being angled down, one being more of an alley light. The bars were always documented as having one power supply which they shared, which makes sense because even in the earliest versions of the Edge, the power supplies could handle 4 strobe heads. I recently picked up this pair. As you can see, it has everything it's supposed to have, including the downward angled halogen work light for the hose bed. And looking through the bars as I opened them up, everything seemed to be as one would expect for a pair of tailboard edges. It wasn't until closer inspection that I found an oddity with this pair of bars. The brackets are all normal, the components are all normal, which are quite interesting, but they're not a departure from what they're supposed to be. You can see the angle bracket for the hose bed light there. These two bars are sequentially numbered, they do go together. However, what I found was a 6-head power supply, essentially wasting 4 heads, and I found one in each. The bars are sequentially numbered, 9002 TB, and the serial numbers are 1 number off each. And the power supplies, yes, supplies, each bar had one. They are 1 serial number different as well. So they were supposed to be built that way. It is not normal for these bars to each have a power supply. That would be 12 total power supply heads feeding 4 total strobes. The floodlights, you can see here the hose bed ones are angled down, the outside ones are not. And with each bar having its own power supply and only using 2 heads, they're actually not synchronous. There is no way to synchronize the strobes on these bars. They are autonomous, and if one of them failed, the other would keep working. That's the only reason I can think for designing them this way. The previous examples I've seen have all had the power supply in 1 bar, and it depends which side based on the manufacturer's preference. But I've never seen the bars contain their own power supplies and be not reliant on one another. At first I thought maybe these bars didn't go together, but as you saw, the serial numbers did in fact show that the bars were a matching pair. So I'm not 100% sure if that was a design change near the end of production. These were built very close to the end of production. They have the last lens style that was used. They have the last power supply style that would have been used based on the discontinuation date. So it's possible that this is the way they were made in the end. It may have been cheaper, may have been a fail-safe, but I found it kind of interesting. So I got a little bit of footage of, like you saw, the floods, but also the strobes. Again, they're not going to sync up. There are several patterns available: comet flash, rapid single flash, sequential flash, which makes it look even less synchronized. Your eyes may play tricks on you and make you think that they are synchronizing. They are not. They are just set to the same flash pattern. So both bars are going to have 2 strobes and 2 work lights, and both bars are going to be completely independent units. So if you are one of the people that enjoys my slow motion footage, sit back and enjoy it. And if not, the video is essentially over for you then. This is just showcasing an unusual, in my opinion, setup for this not very common type of edge light bar. Thanks for watching.